take a whiff. I guess it's not good. I don't know if you,
I've heard it's hideous.
I did the story one time up at the UW. I got in there.
Was it awful?
It was pretty gross.
So
I've never gone back.
Let me see if I've got this straight. Thousands of people will be waiting in line to smell a flower that smells like...
Because it's so rarely bloomed.
Rotting corpse, yes.
So they can say they've been there.
Okay. Do you get like a T-shirt or something? Or?
No. You can just say you were there.
I'm having a hard time processing.
Go experience it
It's a
for us.
cool-looking flower, too. It's really big. There you go.
Here's something a lot more pleasant and doesn't have a smell at all. You know what? In fact, it's being censored right now by our banner, but beautiful sturgeon full moon will technically be full tomorrow at 6:35 p.m., but already showing off over Bellingham, and a welcome sign of things to come, some tranquility after what was a very active day. So we've been talking about our antagonist and our protagonist here over the last 24 hours. We've now got them separated a little bit. Now our low pressure has moved slightly off towards the north. Our high has moved a little bit off towards the east. So there is still some activity out there. We saw some of that earlier, and we will continue to see some of that over the next 24 hours. But the low making its presence known. Temperatures well below average today and already dipping into the 50s and 60s across the region. Now from space, you can see that low continuing to do its counterclockwise thing, mainly over British Columbia right now. And again, that dense wet moisture moving off towards portions of Idaho and Montana. That's not to say that it isn't still active out there. Take a look at what's happening over British Columbia right now. We've been seeing a lot of lightning strikes, especially over densely forested areas. I'm not particularly crazy about that, but I'm liking what I'm seeing over top of the Cascades, and especially up towards Skagit County. All that dry lightning we were concerned about is actually a British Columbia thing, now making its way up towards Merritt and Kamloops, a place that's seen plenty of fire activity over the last few years. Walla Walla, for the better part of the last 4 hours now, has just been taking a continuous beating. Look at all of that lightning. There's been a lot of hail. There's been a lot of heavy downpours. Some of that's been moving off towards the north and east there, but it just seems to be coming in a train there that's been pushing strong weather up there all throughout the night. Fire weather warning continues to stay in effect until at least 2 a.m. for those areas. You could see why. As we put this into motion, still a little bit of instability in the atmosphere, but the later it gets, the better it'll become. Right around 3 a.m., we start to see the last of that moisture moving up into British Columbia. That's not to say that things aren't going to be active. In fact, we'll be tracking more storm potential off towards the northeastern portion of the state tomorrow, and then that low pressure system moves overhead this weekend. What does that mean for you? Well, temperatures will stay in a very temperate range Thursday and Friday. Low moves overhead on Saturday, brings some rain and cool weather our way, but then high pressure rebuilds and summer resumes.